I just want to point out something that we pointed out with regard to valid arguments also. That's going to be true of cogent arguments. So keep in mind that a argument's cogent if and only if it's not deductive, it's not a valid deductive argument, and the truth of all the premises makes the truth of the conclusion probable or reasonable. Now, I want you to consider whether the following argument is a cogent argument to figure out if the definition has captured really what we want it to. Student is a college student, therefore student is a high school graduate or GED holder. Student, well, we all know that Feldman loves these puns, especially punny names. He's very punny. Now, the question is this a cogent argument? Well, wait a second. Now, it looks like the conclusion is reasonable based on the premise. Does it logically follow? Remember, if we're looking at a deductive argument, we say no, we're missing a principle that all college students are high school graduates or GED holders, which, by the way, isn't true because there are people who are attending college, who take some college classes. First of all, some don't finish school and just go straight on to, don't finish high school, and go straight on to college. And we sometimes have students who are still in high school taking college courses. So it's fair to say they're college students. We know it's not, we're missing a principle for a deductive argument. But remember, the reason that worked, I mean, in this case, it would be possible for the premise to be true and the conclusion false. But when we're looking at an inductive argument, it looks like students being a college student does make it probable that Stu is a high school graduate or a GED holder. That is, the truth of one makes the truth of two probable, but only because of our background knowledge. Only because our background knowledge contains a proposition like, what is it? P. Most college students are high school graduates. So the idea being that if we augment the argument with P, that as the first premise, most college students are high school graduates. And remember, we know that not all college students are high school graduates. That wasn't what P said. I need to add or GED holders. If we add that principle to premise 1 as another premise, student is a college student, then it looks like it does make it probable that student is a high school graduate or GED holder. So when P is added to the argument is cogent. So it requires that we modify our definition of cogent the same way we had to with validity to make it, well, the first clause doesn't change at all, right? An argument's cogent if and only if it's not a valid deductive argument, but it also has to be of a logical form or pattern such that all arguments of this form have a conclusion that is probably true or reasonable if all their premises are true or all its premises are true.